What's going on YouTube, Diggy546. Washington. Now, last week, I'll admit, I thought that they would be a lot better than what I thought originally, but they're still Washington. They're still Washington. Doesn't matter if they change their name, they don't have a name, but they're still the same old team. On paper, that pass rush should not have allowed Kyler to do what he did, but he did what he did. And that offense, like I said last week, if not given a whole bunch of turnovers, if not exposed to being able to get short fields, they're going to have issues scoring. They're going to have issues competing with teams because they're not that good. And when I say they, I mean Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins he just doesn't look like he's supposed to be there. He misses way too many throws. He runs himself into sacks. And watching him and then watching Kyler Murray on the same field, it just magnifies everything that I've said about Dwayne Haskins so far. I don't understand why there's still this hope that he's going to become something that he's not. But I don't see much from Dwayne Haskins. I really don't. And I'm being honest because if this Redskins team or Washington team, if this Washington team had a quarterback that was better than what they have now, they'd be a contender. That defense is that good. Their secondary isn't too good, but that pass rush is that good to where if they had a quarterback that could get some offense going with a star receiver like Terry McLaurin and the other guys that they have there, I mean, they'd be able to do a lot more. And maybe I'm being impatient because I don't really have anything, personal against the guy. I just don't think he's that good. And we'll see if he can get better, but right now he looks like he's holding this team back. And like I said, if I am a Washington fan, I want Alex Smith in the game. I know he's coming off of an injury, but if I'm a Washington fan, I want Alex Smith in that game. Now from the Cardinal side, Kyler Murray, he played another really good game. Last week his interception was from a tip. This week his interception was because it was just a bad throw, bad decision, and he threw an interception. Other than that, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 long rushing touchdowns. He looked good on those, and then 1 passing. So he looked good for most of the day. He was in control of the game, and like I said, watching him across from Dwayne Haskins only made him look better. They stayed in complete control of the game, and right now he's carrying his team. He's leading his team. I don't know if he's carrying his team. He's got help, but he's leading his team, and he's doing a pretty good job so far in his first couple games. The Cardinals actually have an easy schedule towards the beginning. I expect them to win a couple more games before they actually lose. But I know Cardinals fans are typing. Listen, I did not think that this offensive line for the Cardinals would play this well. I didn't think that. They were a problem last year, and they're a lot better this year. So I'll admit I was wrong on that part because they look like they can win some games, especially with this schedule at the beginning of the year. They play some pretty winnable games. But like I said, Kyler looked in control. Larry, he looked like a receiver that's not ancient. That's what he is. He's ancient. I also didn't believe that, he would still be effective, but he is. And DeAndre Hopkins hasn't missed a step. He's playing a little bit better, actually, in my opinion, than he was in Houston. But overall, that Washington line is ferocious. They were getting pressure early on, but after a while, they realized their team wasn't, their offense wasn't really meeting them in the middle. And at that point, it was pretty much up. Kyler would get pressure from one side, he'd run out of the sack, and then at that point they were starting to get demoralized. But this matchup between these two guys, it only proves that one guy is up here and the other guy it's difficult. It's difficult. Do I want Haskins to succeed? Yes, I actually do. Of course, I don't want him to beat the Giants. I don't want him to, win a division every year, but I want him to be a good quarterback. I like the guy. From what I've seen, I like him, but he just doesn't look like he has it. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comments. Until next time, it's Diggy546, and I'm out.